Hello everyone, welcome back to Edumon Tutorials. Myself Mary Ratna Anusha, your instructor for cyber security and digital forensics. In last lectures, we have covered chapter 1 and chapter 2. Now we will discuss about third chapter, that is penetration testings. In this chapter, we are going to cover the topics are exploring the various servers and clients, discussion of the various web architectures, discussion of different types of vulnerabilities, defining types of penetration testings, exploring the various servers and clients. Client server model describes how a server provides resources and services to one or more clients. Some of the servers are web servers, mail servers, and file servers, and so on. These servers provide resources to client devices such as desktop, computers, smartphones, tablets, etc. A single server can provide resources to multiple clients at a time. This means many of the servers will have one-to-many relationship. When a client requests a connection to a server, the server either accepts or rejects the connection. If the connection is accepted, then the server maintains a connection with the client over a specific protocol. Example, email client may request an SMTP connection. Here SMTP means Simple Mail Transfer Protocol to a mail server to set up a connection. Then SMTP on mail server will request an authentication from client such as email and password. If those details match an account on the mail server, then it's set to the request is accepted. Or else if the credentials does not match, then the request is rejected. This is about client server model. Discussion of various web architectures. Web is the common name from the World Wide Web. It consists of many pages in the internet which can be accessed by a web browser. Here web browser is also known as client. These web pages are formed in a language called HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. This language allows users to click through pages on a web via links. Web uses a protocol known as HTTP. Definition: Hypertext Transfer Protocol to transmit the data. Now let us see about two things: web application and web server. Web application is a computer program which runs in a web browser. It needs a server to communicate like client server. It can also be tell as it is a piece of software which can be accessed by a browser. We can call web application also as a web server, but there is a slight difference. Web server is it can host multiple application. Web server is a network application running on a machine listening to a port. Web browser. It is an application which is used to browse the internet. Example, Firefox, Mozilla, Google Chrome, etc. Web browser is also known as web client. Web browser is not only an application which can speak to the web server like your URL, telnet and everything. Discussion of different types of vulnerabilities. What is a vulnerability? Vulnerability is a weakness which can be exploited by an attacker to perform unauthorized access in a system. In order to exploit a vulnerability into the system, the attacker must have at least one tool or technique which could connect to a system weakness. There are some of the types of vulnerabilities how these attackers can exploit a system. They are injection vulnerability, buffer overflow, sensitive data exposure, broken authentication and session management, security misconfiguration. Let us discuss about these all in detail. Injection vulnerabilities. This vulnerability occur when an application sends malicious or untrusted data to a system. These injection vulnerabilities are common. For example, SQL, LDAP, XML parsers are the mostly affected by injection vulnerabilities. Once the attacker runs an injection vulnerability, he can gain the control over the target system. Buffer overflow. Before discussing about the buffer overflow, let us see what is meant by buffer. Buffers are the memory storages which holds the data temporarily while it is being transferred when an application into an application. When an application tries to put more data in a buffer which it could not hold, then this is known as buffer overflow comes into the picture. These attacks are hard to discover when compared to the injection attacks as they are more difficult to exploit. Initially, in the buffer overflow, the attacker needs to know about the memory management of the target application, like how much memory is assigned to each buffer. Sensitive data exposure. When attacker gain access to user sensitive data exposure is happened. This is different from data breach. This sensitive data exposure is different from data breach. This could be happen if our data does not have sufficient protection where our information is stored. Different types of data can be exposed in a sensitive exposure. They are bank details, credit card information, health card data, social security numbers, and many more. Broken authentication and session management. These are anonymous attacks whose intention is to retrieve passwords, user account information. It takes advantage of some weak point in a session management and also connection authentication between two systems to find encryption techniques which can help attacker to get access of cyber information using the vulnerabilities. This broken authentication system management occurs when an attacker used leaked information, means session IDs, passwords, exposed accounts, and anything. Security misconfiguration. When a system owner failed to implement all the necessary security controls for a server or web application, then the security misconfiguration will be happen. Penetration testing and its types. Penetration testing is also known as pen test. It is a practice of testing on a computer system or network or a web application to evaluate the security. It can be automated either with software applications or manually. This penetration testing can also be used to test the organization security policies. This penetration testings further divided into three types of testings. They are black box testing, white box testing, gray box testing. Black box penetration testing. In this type of penetration testing, the tester will not be given any information about the internal working of a particular web application. Because of this test would take a long time to complete the testing process. So tester depends upon the automated process to completely uncover the weakness and vulnerabilities of the system. This testing can also called as trial and error approach. Advantages of black box penetration testing are tester need not necessarily to be an expert because it does not demand any specific language knowledge. Tester verifies contradiction in the actual system and the specification. Test is generally conducted with the user's perspective but not the designer. Disadvantages of black box penetration testing. These test cases are difficult to design because it is not in birth. In case designer has already conducted the test, it does not conduct everything. This black box testing, penetration testing will not conduct everything. White box penetration testing. This is also known as sometimes called clear box testing, open box testing, glass box, and structural. In this, tester has full knowledge and access to both source code and the software architecture of web application. Because of this can be completed. This white box penetration tester can be completed quickly when compared to the black box testing. Advantages of white box penetration testing. It ensures that all independence of module have been exercised. It ensures that all logical designs have been verified along with either their both true and false values. It discovers the typographical errors and it also does syntax checking. It finds the design errors that may have occurred because of the difference between logical and the actual execution of the program. Gray box penetration testing. Gray box penetration testing is a combination of both black box penetration testing and the white box penetration testing. In this, the tester has partial knowledge of the internal working of the web application. With this gray box penetration test, it can be automated and manual testing will be utilized. So with this, the tester can focus about their main areas of the web application which he or she knows the most about, and then they exploit any weakness or vulnerabilities. Advantages of gray box penetration testing. As we said, that tester does not require any access of the source. It is non-intrusive and unbiased. As there is a clear difference between a developer and a tester, so there is a least risk of personal conflict. You do not need to provide the internal information about the program functionalities and other operations. Hope this lecture helpful to you. If you have any doubts, please ping in the comment section. Thank you.